Hey everyone, Rob Gagne here with Boveda. Thank you for joining me with another YouTube Live. This is pretty much our first one. We did sneak one in a few weeks ago, but we were just testing out the equipment. So hopefully all is good and you can hear us. But I did want to feature my cigar pack because we've gotten a few boxes, and of course over quarantine, we've been trying to figure it all out. And I usually get the medium from them. I do have another pack that has the full in it, but I wanted to show you guys what's inside and what they offer. So it's basically 35 bucks a month. You get 5 cigars every month, and it's just split up based on strength. So it's gonna go mild, medium, and full. And you can bounce around in between there, but that's how easy it is to sign up with my cigar pack, which is nice, right? You can graduate, you can go back. You can say, you know what, I've been really into mild cigars lately. I want to experience more of those. And then you can go, hey, you know, kind of done with the mild cigars. I want to kind of break into that medium full. So you start smoking those. And then, you know what, really what's in the full? So I like the fact that you can jump around with it. I like the fact that it's just very simple. As a cigar novice, you can just jump right in and get 5 cigars, fill that humidor up and start trying stuff. Because guess what? You don't always have access to everything, and this is a great way to get it. The other thing is that if you are international, they have really started producing a lot of international distribution. I saw Honduras, I saw Israel, I saw a few other places on there as well, going ahead and shipping worldwide, which is not always the case with a cigar subscription. Usually it's limited to the United States, even the lower 48. So ultimately, this is something unique that not all subscriptions can do. Then on top of that, you just have the opportunity in general to fill that humidor. And if you like something, you can go to cigaryard.com. You could buy 1 stick and try it again, which is super unique, to buy just 1 stick online and have free shipping included in the price of the stick. Very rare. They're doing it. And if you want to buy a 5-pack, a 10-pack, or the whole box, you got that opportunity. Now, of course, Alex, the founder, always wants to encourage you to go to your brick and mortar, and so would I. But if they don't carry it, you know you can at least get it, and maybe then encourage your brick and mortar to get it as well. So all in all, good opportunity for the industry to, 1, try more cigars, international shipping, it sounds like, and you get an opportunity to buy back those cigars that you really, really like, so that you're not just pigeonholed and saying, oh, that came in my pack, I really liked it, but I can't find it. So there's always a way, a will and a way. So let's look at this one that I got a while back. This is the full, and let's just crack this one open. I've already done a little sneak peek, and I was super interested. And when after this unboxing, Alex is gonna come on, and he's gonna talk a little bit about him, his lifestyle. Obviously, we're shipping with Boveda, keep it fresh. But in this full pack, we got Hoya de Nicaragua. Let me take these out of cellophane so the light doesn't reflect on them. Great cigar from them, Hoya de Nicaragua. We got a Pete Johnson Red Label. That's a great cigar. This one is the one I've been excited about because I've seen them on Instagram. I've seen some new stuff from them. And I'm going to butcher this, but I think it's pronounced Flor Inata. Very cool cigar. This is the one that I'm excited to smoke. Of course, all of them, I'm excited to smoke any of them. Let's see, Miami series. Look at that, beautiful cigar. Tapered on both ends. Wonderful, wonderful stick. And last but not least, the Reserva Limitada from PDR. It's got that white and green label. Coming out of Dominican Republic. So far, so good. That's the full. Now, the gray labels on these ones, this is the medium, which is usually my wheelhouse. And I believe this is the one that they recently sent me. Not easy to get into. Again, a nice foil bag is always key. That nice foil bag, make sure that that's You know, if you don't have a humidor, you don't need one because this is a humidor bag, so that's great. What do we got? Again, keeping it fresh with Boveda. All right, we have the HVC La Rosa, I believe. La Rosa 520. Wonderful. LFDs. LFD makes a great cigar. This is the natural. Love La Flor Dominicana. AJ Fernandez. The Bella Ertes. And I could be saying these wrong, guys. I apologize, but this is a great cigar from AJ Fernandez. AJ's been very hot this year, and other years, I mean, the guy's just making a ton of cigars out of his factory for almost everybody. So, Balmore Oscuro, great cigar. And the Intemperance by Romacraft. And if you guys don't have your tickets to Weasel Fest this year in September, get them now before the VIP is already sold out. So if you just want to go, get there, get to Houston or Austin, Texas, where they're at. It's going to be a blast. They do huge party. Skip, Mike, Danny, all those guys, those are the party animals in the industry. And if you're invited to go to Weasel Fest and you have the means, get it going because you're going to have a hell of a good time. We good? All right, here we go. This pack. Dapper Cigar Company. Ian, my guy Ian. Just talked to him this week. El Baracho. That is one of my favorite sticks. Medium, leathery, great stick. Hats off, wonderful stick. Here we go. We have, I believe that this one's by Casada. Cubano exclusive, their Franca line. Great cigar. Again, in that medium wheelhouse. This is just my wheelhouse, guys. Ooh. No free lunch. This one has the sticker on it. It's the hot dog. I believe this is the Lost and Found series by Caldwell in Room 101. Ooh. Crux Cigars, you guys. My former employer, Jeff, Crux Cigars. This is the Epicure Maduro. This is a phenomenal cigar. Bikini band, excellent stick. And HVC, the Edición Especial 2018. Another great stick. You guys, this is a great lineup. I mean, great cigars. There's some freebies in these packs, some lighters, torch lighters, some matches, all sorts of stuff. So for 35 bucks, you can fill that humidor. You can make sure that you got cigars. You can try new cigars. You can move between the strengths. It's a great opportunity. And last but not least, let's join ourselves with Alex, learn a little bit about him, who he is, how he started the company, and just what he's doing. He's an interesting guy. He surfs. He lives in the DR. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that we want to know about who's behind this brand and bringing us monthly cigars every month. I don't know if they ship to Canada. So Terry, you were, lives in the DR. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff.
I think there might be a little lag here.
About who's behind this brand.
Are you hearing yourself?
I am. Do you want to mute it?
That's awesome. No, it's fine. It's fine. That's awesome, man. What's up, Rob?
Not a whole lot. So we have a question, and the question is, do you ship to Canada?
We do not ship to Canada.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we do not. Now, I will say this. There are some clubs that do ship to Canada.
Okay.
They have the structure that, they can allow themselves to wiggle away or wiggle their way around it.
Yeah.
We have not yet. At some point, we hope to.
Perfect. It was a good question that somebody asked on YouTube. Another one says, where can you get one stick online? You can go to cigaryard.com. Buy just one stick. If you're like, I want to try the Karl Malone, I got to have it. You can just buy that one stick and try it.
That's funny, and I'm not joking here. Last week, we got an order for one cigar for the Karl aged. So there you have it.
Awesome. Let me see if there's other questions here. Yeah, so to answer everyone's question, the last two bags that I did were all the medium bags. The first bag was the full, just so you guys know the strength profile.
Yeah. Yeah, the one with the Hoya and the Tatuaje and the Casa Fernandez, that was April's full pack. And the last one you did with the Dapper, exactly, that one is April's full pack. And the last one you did with Dapper and Crux and all those guys was May's medium pack. So we just wrapped up June's triple threat, and we are now shipping July's packs, which awesome, I'm very excited about. I'm always excited about this. So
that's awesome. As far as cigars that I'm excited about right now, I mean, you saw me get excited about the Dapper cigar, the Crux cigar, even this No Free Lunch. Did this come from the Lost and Found series by Caldwell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it did. I was talking to Hernando Caicedo, which is Robert Caldwell's partner, and he told me they just had gotten those in, and it was for a charitable cause. And I told him, hey, are you going to have them in stores? Perfect. We won't carry it in the yard, but we'll throw it out in the pack so people can try it out. If they like it, whatever they're buying of that is going to go for a good cause. So go buy it at your local shop. If you liked it, go buy more of it, because it's feeding the hungry. So I think that was something really cool that we came up with very, very promptly. It was one of those calls like, hey, Hernando or Robbie, what can we do for the next few months? And he's like, you know what? This just came in. We have enough to like put it in the packs for next month. Do you want it? I'm like, sure, dude, of course.
That's awesome. Now, tell me a little bit more about this stick, the Florinata. Am I saying that right?
You are actually surprisingly saying it very well. And I say surprisingly because you do butcher a lot of things, but you say you do it with the nicest intentions, you know.
I don't know.
These names, man. Yeah. I mean, but that was pretty good. Florinata is one of the cigars that gets the most reactions. We've placed it twice. A little bit about our system. Since we have 3 different strengths, if a cigar has a strength profile that can adapt to 2 different packs, we will do that. We will place it 1 month in one and then a following month in another. And it's a fantastic cigar. It's an all Dominican Puro made by Chico Rivas. The brand is owned by Joan Rodriguez. Joan Rodriguez is an individual who I've seen in the first IPCPR I went to, I think 2012 or 2013, up until the last IPCPR. So 7-8 years ago, when you wouldn't really see a lot of really small brands, and I'm not saying boutique brand, I'm saying like really small. I'm telling you, like himself and a few other reps. He was there with, I don't know if you remember, Noxio cigars. That was the name of the company back then, and he just a few years ago he changed into Florinata. And the great thing about it is he makes that cigar with Chico Rivas, who is known for supporting really small boutique brands. A few that can't come up and go away, and others that do stay. And, like Camino Cigars from Reyes. You've got Camaleon, who came out with the Huevo de Oro line, and those guys have been crushing it. Fun fact, So one of the guys that is now partners with them started working with me in my cigar pack, and he was very unaware to the cigar world, and he got so enamored by it that he decided to invest in a brand, and it turned out to be Huevo de Oro. So that's fantastic.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, great. Thanks for filling me in on that, because, you know, you see these cigars online or in Instagram and you're like, man, where's that coming from? I would assume that a lot of the cigars that you have in these packs are all coming out of the DR, because that's where you're living right now, right?
I mean, pre-COVID, I would move 50% Miami, 50% Dominican Republic. I am. For those who don't know me or don't know who I am, I'm from the Dominican Republic. I'm born and raised. That's how I got into the industry. That's how I've become part of the cigar community.
Yeah.
But the company is an American company. We have our headquarters in Florida, my partners and I. Yvette is the warehouse manager. She takes care of everything when we're not there. But pre-COVID, there half of the month. I would be 2 weeks in Miami, 2 weeks in DR. It's an hour and change flight. So it's a very, very quick flight. And I will be back next week. Airport's open today, and I am excited to visit all my friends. First thing I do when I get out of the airport, I grab a car and I go visit Omar from AJ Fernandez. I'll drive by Villiger and sit down with Rene Casañez and have a coffee. So that's my Miami routine. So I visit everybody that's on the way to my warehouse. So I'm very, very excited to do that next week.
Awesome. That's awesome that you're able to get back, man. So growing up in the DR, I see a surfboard behind you. Like, how in the heck did you get started surfing and just the whole culture? That's a not easy sport, man.
It's not, but actually I've been into sports my whole life. That's pretty much what I've always been passionate about. I follow basketball, football, sport, you name it. I represented my country playing golf when I was a teenager. I played golf internationally. I would go to Florida back and forth and play tournaments. But oddly enough, I picked up surfing later on in my life. So less than 3 years ago was when I really started to get into surfing. It was something I was really drawn into, have always been. And as a lover of the sea and the tropical climate and the beaches, and being with that proximity to the beach, I figured it was time. And I was going through a stage in my life that it was prompted for me to just start surfing. And it is, I can't put into words, I can't muster the words or really explain how much surfing helps me in terms of discipline, in terms of emotional control, and in terms of connecting with nature, and at the same time understanding how that relates to my work and how we develop our project. So it's been a good timing. It's definitely been good timing, and it's challenging for sure. But I'm a very competitive person, so I really work and strive to be good at what I do. So I'm trying to become decent at least and enjoy it as I can.
That's awesome. So it's a later in life activity that you picked up. That's awesome. We do have an interesting question from one of the viewers that I wanted to kind of pick up, because it's a great question. George asks, with the proliferation of all these different cigar clubs, is it getting more and more difficult to get cigars of interest or of value that you want? Or do you still feel like there's plenty of value to get the cigars you want inside every monthly pack?
That's a great question. And it's actually interesting enough that some people are taking into awareness of how competitive it has become and how much we're pushing each other. And, I'm proud of other people, quote unquote competitors, which they really, and what they've done to create kind of their own micro niche within a micro niche in the industry, because cigar, private clubs and specialized programs as we've developed. I mean, it's not something like it has existed before, and big companies have always done it, and everybody understands how that works. But the way that we've specialized it has really brought a lot of value to the brands. And I really believe that there's still a lot. I think there's an immeasurable amount of work to be done, of brands to be exposed. And it's just up to us to not just put any brand out there just because somebody else hasn't done it. There has to be value. And I think we've designed a system that gives value to the consumer, to the brand, to the stores. And it's not a marketing stint. You know me, maybe other people don't, but it's not a marketing stint when we say, if you like that cigar, you're going to buy it in your local shop. If you'd rather buy it online, if you are the majority that buys online, we need to have a structure that provides awareness and education for the consumer, and at the same time safeguards the brands and connects our My Cigar Pack platform with the potential purchase for the consumer. So it depends on how you structure your platform and how you keep pushing the boundaries. But there's a lot of wiggle room. There's, as I said, an immeasurable amount of work to do, and we're just getting started.
No, that's great, man. And when I look at having all these different types of 5-packs coming at me every month, from mild, medium, and full, I've always been a fan of like Habano wrappers or Habano cigars. And I don't even know if that means, to be honest, I'm assuming a Habano wrapper is a specific type of Habano seed. Maybe you can fill me in on that. But I don't know why, when somebody tells me, I'm like, ooh, this cigar is really good. They're like, oh yeah, that's a Habano wrapper. I'm like, that's why. Like, I like it. I don't know what it is about me that likes that. Do you know anything about the Habano seed wrapper thing?
Yeah, correct. I think you mentioned it to me before, and I'm a big fan of Habano wrapper because, to me, Habano yields the perfect combination of oils that give or yield earthy flavors and kind of that grassy feel to the smoke. And that's what I tend to like the most when smoking something consistently. Now, if I want to try and alter different things, I like Brazilian Cubra because of the sweet, kind of fruity, red fruit notes that it gives you, or San Andres is just, I fell in love with San Andres when I worked with Hochi. But, you know, the Habano seed is one of the original traditional seeds that yields that brownish color and those characteristics in that seed. That seed has derived or has yielded onto the HVAs, the Ecuador Habano. When the Ecuador Habano is an Habano seed grown in Ecuador, or it's an Ecuadorian seed hybrid grown somewhere else. I think that pretty much covers it. I don't ever like to get too technical in telling people how or why they should appreciate something, but I do agree, that if you find something consistent in a type of seed and a type of wrapper, that's a certain profile that you feel that fills up your palate more amicably, or more in a nicer way, that you feel towards other more volatile, more flavorful wrappers. I have the same thing with the Habano wrapper. I love Habano seed wrapper.
Dude, it's just amazing. I don't know what it is, but it's just always rich, and the experience is great when it's done right. But like you said, you could take that same seed and grow it anywhere, even in Ecuador, and it might come up with different flavors because the soil has all these different minerals in it. I did want to ask you a little bit about the packaging. I remember when we first started unboxing, you had a black box, and then this was inside of it. Have you got rid of the black box and just gone straight to the humidor bag as the solution?
So in general, we're still evolving. We launched essentially midsummer and had some problems, as sure you know, and then we had to relaunch in September. We're evolving, and we're kind of adapting to what the general consumer base and what friends and family, which are our subscribers, tell us. And a lot of feedback that we've gotten over the last couple of months, especially, that we've got a nice little resurgence in the beginning of Q1 in terms of feedback, in terms of people participating and connecting, was that, you know, people were just getting the box and throwing it away. And it's not just a cardboard box. It's a $5 box. You know, it's
Right.
$5 that we're not investing in the cigars and putting it in a box, whereas people are just going to receive it and throw it away. And I'm not saying things shouldn't be packed nicely, but, you know, we go back to methodical experimenting. You know, that red bag that you have there, we tried probably between 40 and 50 different ones that were similar to that one. We tested them for months. As I'm pretty sure you know, we got the first Boveda shipment beginning of 2019, and we weren't ready to get out the gate until midsummer 2019. So there was a lot of testing involved. So what we did was we repackaged with all this feedback, and we repackaged these bags and the accessories that come with it, and we just wrapped it in bubble wrap and placed it in a small corrugated carton box, just a normal shipping box. And we did. Did you ever do the egg drop experiment in high school?
Oh yeah, yeah. Make sure the
So
egg
we
doesn't
did.
crack.
Exactly. We did that for a while, and I'm very happy to say that in the last 3 months that we've done it, I've only gotten one complaint, and that was a Mexican shipment that was stuck in customs for 6.5 weeks. It was just like pressed on the side, and the guy was super worried, and I'm like, dude, it's going to take a lot of time to replace it, but I'm going to replace it. No worries. And he opened it up, and he's like, bro, never mind. Everything was intact inside.
Wonderful.
And kudos to Boveda. Kudos to Boveda. These cigars are ready to smoke. And I've used that testimony with so many people. As you mentioned earlier before we got on, we've been developing internationally. We did our first shipment to, yes, baby. We've did our first shipment to Lithuania. We're connecting with 18 different countries right now, including Japan, Hong Kong. Well, the list goes on. We're going to be putting that up on Instagram and kind of getting people all over the world connected. Today we got 2 subscribers from the Democratic Republic of Korea, South Korea. That's amazing. So a lot of people are asking, hey, I know customs sometimes kind of, you know, checks things, and we do the due diligence that is legal to send tobacco products there, and it's within the range of the limits and the amounts and what have you. And their main question is, will the cigars come ruined? And I say, do you go ask this guy that had his package stuck in customs, Mexican customs? I have no idea how it is. I've never seen how that works, but I'm pretty sure it has that tropical climate structure like we have here, and it needs something with the utmost and best quality to keep it smokable, and that's what the Boveda pack does.
That's awesome. So now, with 18 different countries being onboarded, are you posting them on the My Cigar Pack website and saying, can they just go there and double check to see if their country is shippable?
The thing is, our main focus and our main market is the United States of America. Until we are not conformed, that we've structured and developed enough our focus on the United States of America, which is where we're at, which is our main market, we're not going to really do a lot of propaganda and marketing or whatever. We just want to let people know through the Instagram channel and whatever thing, the lives and what have you, that we are expanding globally when we feel comfortable enough, whereas we can focus on different markets and be a little more emphasized. We definitely will update the website. We've already got the draft, so we will have that up on the website.
Nice. And then
think I lost you there, buddy. Everybody, hello. Let's see. Yeah, I'm still alive.
Hey, buddy, can you hear me?
I got you. Yep.
Do you
We
want
just
to have him close out and just say thanks for watching?
we just blew some servers, so please close out, man. Appreciate everyone. Sorry we got cut off here.
You wait, are you the live's still on? I can see the live. Can people hear you? I don't know. Speak
Yeah,
again.
I hope so. Can they hear me?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, close out. And just
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
All right, man. This is unfortunate. We'll try this again whenever we can get it up.
Yeah, man, I apologize. I don't know what happened. Our whole building is without power.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I'm just gonna shut this and then we'll connect. We'll text each other and then we'll figure it out. All right.